here's the disconnect when it comes to the secret, right? And here's what I'm going to say. The secret, the actual secret is feeling it. Mm-hmm. When you feel it, and that's what I say, put yourself where in your mind you have the best moment of your life, the best moment and that feeling you have. And then you look at that board and you associate all that happy feeling with all those items. The universe will orchestrate it for you. And that's the key, is feeling it. You need to have to feel it, like want it, but not state you want it, just feel it. Feel it in your bones that you want that to be accomplished, right? The thing is we get inundated with negativity, with the media, to lower our vibration, and then we become conformed to what a 9-to-5 job looks like, and we get locked in chains.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
All right, this is Real Talk with Carmen Costa. Today, I wanted to go through vision boards. So we had last week. By the time this comes out, it's going to be like 4 weeks later.
Yeah, 6 months later.
6 months later. It's like the SpongeBob. 6 months later. Can we put that up? Okay.
Possibly.
Anyways, we did vision boards on Friday, and it was fun. Jamie, you came out. You did some recording. Mm-hmm. But I've had a lot of people reach out after that video just asking, why vision boards? Like, why would you do a vision board? So I've started vision boards. Maybe we've done vision boards for a long time, right? Like
I remember since we met. Yeah.
Yeah. So vision boards have always been a part of my life. Before I think I was at Scotiabank when I started them. I would do them personally. And every time, no word of a lie, whatever I put on that board. So vision boards, the concept is for the next 6 months, you put your wants, right? What you desire on the board, right? So I don't know, I want to be a $40 million producer. You put 40 million, right? Of mortgages. I want to be whatever. You put it on the board, right? And I used to do, I still do, sorry. I do that. So I have the project for when I go away. So I have my boards and all that and all my material to take with me because I want to do it clear mind this time. So we did it on Friday, and a lot of the team, so I did Motivational Monday. I spoke about it with the team because some of them were like, vision boards, what's that about? So you're just putting your wants out there. What do you want, Jamie? What do you want for the next 6 months, right? Yeah. And you're displaying that on the board. And then the concept is every time you put it where you're most living, right? So we have a big house, but I'm mainly in my room, right? So I would put it when I wake up. It's right on my dresser. So I'm looking at it every day. The concept is you're staring at that vision board and the numbers, the thoughts are put out to the universe. So that's the concept that I've done. Every vision board that I've put together, and I remember the first one I did when I came over to the broker side, I did the one and I wanted 10 people on my team. I was like, I want 10 people on my team. We're well past that now. So, and that's from like 8 years ago. So I always feel like the vision boards are always a grand success for me. And I've asked some of the team as well. You're recording D, so maybe put a little segment and ask D. Are you recording D tomorrow?
Today, actually.
Okay, so if you're recording D today, ask her, please, and take that clip and bring it in and ask her about her thoughts on vision boards and how they've assisted her. So on Motivational Monday, Chantel and her, they're my grand success. They say, and I remember Chantel telling me, she's like, hocus pocus. And I'm like, it's not, I love when people say that, hocus pocus. But that's my new saying. I steal that off me. I'm like, hocus pocus. But yeah, no, vision boards work. So I would like to put a little segment on Dee's, and this is awesome that we get to all record because she's in today. I want to make sure that, we have just her side on what a vision board looks like and how it benefited her, right?
So here's Dee.
Vision boards? You know what? I was skeptical about vision boards. I always thought that, things can come to fruition just by having it in your head. I didn't realize the impact of actually putting down the pictures of what you want or what your goals are, what you want to achieve on a poster, or, I have mine on those art canvases. I didn't realize the power of vision boards until I started doing them and putting down the things that I wanted to achieve. And when I saw that, wow, I've done this in 2022 and this, and started taking those off and replacing them, and it works. Like, it really works. Having those pictures on a board and looking at it in a space that you are going to see it every day. I have mine in my home office, and I look at it every day. It makes you do the things. It's like a reminder of, do this. Like, for example, I have volunteering on mine. I look at that every day and I'm like, I have to volunteer. Because if I volunteer, then this, and this will all come together. So vision boards work, 100% yes.
Vision boards are important. So, if you're looking into vision boards and, you want to put one together, look it up on the internet. I always say, like, you can just look up, and then there's even, so yesterday, if you look it up, there's even a website where you can virtually create it, which I wouldn't recommend doing. I'm all about the looking like a kid and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's like all the crafts and stuff that you do.
Yeah,
right?
I'll take a picture. It's so personal, so I don't really want to show my vision.
No,
I'll get an example.
We'll get some examples.
Get some examples just so people see, but it honestly does work. And so the concept behind it, so this isn't ending. The concept behind it is you're looking at it and you're putting it out to the universe. 40 million, 40 million, 40 million, 40 million. 200 agents, 200 agents, 200 agents. You're putting these things out to the universe. So when you wake up, you're feeling the feeling, right? So I always say to the team, think of the happiest moment of your life, the happiest moment. Just stop and think about that moment. And now look at the board, right? So the universe knows and associates that feeling with what you're looking at the board. And then the universe is like, I want Jamie to feel like that all the time. So Jamie, I'm going to give it to you. So it's not what I want, it's what I have. So essentially you're looking at that thing and you're like, I have that. I have that. I have that. I have that. It's not I want that, because the universe doesn't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. They don't know your wants, but they know what you have. So if I want something 6 months from now, I'm going to say I have it. I have it. I have it, right? I'm going to live in the moment, because the universe knows and understands the moment live in. So I always say, you wake up, you have that best feeling, because my best feeling are when my kids are born. One of the best feelings ever, when surveying first human being ever, to be placed on me, best feel. I don't know if you've ever felt that. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
The best feeling. So I associate that feeling, open up my eyes, I look at the board, and I'm like, yes, I want, like, I have it. I have it. I have it. I have it. And then you move on with your day. This isn't something that you have to sit there, Jamie, like 1 hour, 2 hours. Literally, honestly, I'm not even kidding you. You can do it while you're brushing your teeth. And some people say they put it right on their mirror, right? And they're brushing their teeth, and you can get into that moment of the best feeling you've had for the best experience. You have that moment, and then you're like, I have it. I have it. And you're looking at it. The items are there. I'm a picture person. So I'm looking at the picture. I have that. I have that. I have that. And the universe is like, I'm going to give it. And then you don't have to worry about how it happens, because the universe orchestrates everything for you. You know, when people are like, you were just there at the right time. That's what it was. You're there at the perfect time. The universe does that for you. The universe orchestrates behind the scenes and makes it happen. Mm-hmm. So it's not for you, your conscious mind, to understand. It's for you to feel. And it's such an easy practice. Like, you're visualizing. And I find that visualization for people is hard, but vision boards are so simple. And it's fun to put together. Like, we'll put some clips up about how it went. It was perfect. It was awesome. And then it was a homemade lunch by Dee's mom. Like, so amazing. You had like 10 plates.
It keeps going up. It keeps going up. Keeps going. It started with 3, but then
Then Anna was 5 and now it's 10.
No, it's 10.
Anna's my witness. No, I'm kidding.
I'm telling you.
No, but I'm just saying, like, do you understand what I mean? Like, just feeling it?
Yeah, and what I was going to say is that you hear about the version of vision boards all the time because, I don't know, if you think about if anybody's watched The Secret, what they're really talking about is that vision about what you...
But it's so hard, Jamie.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all a kid at heart. And this is what I mean. Like, if we put the pictures and, like, we do, like, the video, like, let's do the clip, right? Mm-hmm. If you look, everybody's working with bright colors, markers. I like that. I'm all about that. We're a kid at heart. We're a kid at heart. So I want the bright colors. I want all that stuff. Because if I get up in the morning and then I have to go through the list of what I want, I write my goals down. So people, you can also, like people say, you can write down the goals and say, I have. But how many people actually open up the book and be like,
reading it, yeah.
Because here's the disconnect when it comes to The Secret, right? And here's what I'm going to say. The secret, the actual secret is feeling it. Mm-hmm. When you feel it, and that's what I say, put yourself where in your mind you have the best moment of your life, the best moment, and that feeling you have. And then you look at that board and you associate all that happy feeling with all those items. The universe will orchestrate it for you. And that's the key, is feeling it. You need to feel it, like want it, but not state you want it. Just feel it. Feel it in your bones that you want that to be accomplished, right? The thing is we get inundated with negativity, with the media, to lower our vibration, and then we become conformed to what a 9-to-5 job looks like, and we get locked in chains. We don't break those chains to do these activities, and they're so small activities. And I tell the team, it's key and important. You, like right now, you don't understand it. You may not understand it. But when you're creating these vision boards, when you're doing the actual actions that I put forth, and yes, it may sound like hocus pocus, it may sound like whatever, but where I've come from to today, I broke the curses of working a 9-to-5 job, right? And the generational curse is not a bad thing, because we're raised up with, you have to work hard. You have to ensure you're working 9-to-5. You have to ensure you're going to work 2 hours it takes you to get there, come back 2 hours, you're working all day. That proves you're a hard worker. When I say hard work, okay, I don't mean physically hard work. I don't mean that. I mean that you should work on your goals. You should work on, because I've had a lot of commentary where it's like, oh yeah, work hard. You don't have to. No, listen. If you're in the vibration that I lie in, when I'm talking about hard work, I'm talking about hard work.
Yeah.
Working on your thoughts, working on you as an individual, because I've broken the chains of the generational curse, right? Where in my mind, I had to work hard labor-wise for me to be successful. That's not the truth.
Yeah.
It's not. It's the risk that you're taking when you step away from what you were taught as a child and you move forward and you start to implement things of like billionaires and millionaires telling you to do these things, and you do it and you jump off the cliff. You're jumping off the cliff and you're like, is this going to work or not? And it starts to benefit and work. Why wouldn't I want to teach my team that or teach people that, where vision boards are crucial, right? And I say that, I'm like, okay, guys, vision board time, because it is important for you to understand, what do you want? What does a good life look like? Does a good life look like this, Jamie? I'm living such a good life, I don't need to take vacation.
Depends.
Every day is a vacation.
It depends, right? Everybody's life goals are different. That's the thing. And I think a lot of people box themselves into these little groups and what everybody else wants to get 100%. From life. It's what you want from life. I totally agree. And the vision board should bring that to the table.
100%. And it's not like,
feeling.
Exactly. It's not like this where you're sitting in front of a vision board and you're like, what do I want? You should take before we did this course, we had 2 weeks where I brought it to everybody's attention and said, start writing down what you want. Because some people, if I say to you, Jamie, what do you want? You're going to be like,
You're going to think about the obvious.
100%.
Yeah, you're not going to think about what you
jump
feel.
into it. Yeah, you can't jump into it and be like, well, I want $1 million. But is $1 million going to make you happy? Like, what makes people happy? What does happiness look like? And these are things you can only answer for yourself. I can't answer that for you. And like what happiness for me is like complete opposite of what happiness for you is. Like some people value money. Some people value family. Some people value peace. You know what I mean? So I don't know what your life looks like. There was a time, and I want to throw this out because Letitia, who's an underwriter with Scotiabank, shout out to Letitia. She's awesome. Totally love her. But Letitia said to me, she's like, I can't believe you have kids. Do you remember when you were 30 and you wanted no kids? And then I went and did a reflection in life. And I want everybody to know, I love my kids to pieces, but I was probably the most selfish person. I didn't want kids. Selfish person meaning I lived for me. It's not because I didn't want kids made me selfish. That's not what I'm saying. So everybody just slow down with your commentary. But I was like living for me. And I was like, I'm never having kids. And I remember at Scotiabank, I would see her at the underwriting department. She had like 4 kids. She had 4 kids, not like 4 kids. She has 4 kids. Great mom. And she would be like, you don't want kids? We'd go out for lunch. She's like, do you not remember? We would go for lunch at the Spanish thing on, and I know I would eat Spanish because I love like Spanish food. So I'm like, yeah, for sure that's me. And it's weird. We don't remember that part. It's a compartment, right? We compartmentalize it and we put it to the side. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. And she's like, look at you now, like mom mode. She's like, that's crazy. And I'm not even kidding with you, Jamie. I didn't want kids.
But did you put them in a vision board before you had them? Was it part of it?
No, you know what happened?
Came naturally.
No, you know what happened? I must have intuitively knew how I was with kids because I don't trust a lot of people with my kids. I don't. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there, spade to spade. Just don't trust kids with anybody with my kids. This day and age, I'm sorry, I don't. So I know what type of mom I am. Like, I am a good mom. I know I'm a good mom. I'm a great mom to my kids. So I really care and feel connected with my kids. They're like my everything. I just didn't see somebody that was the same. So when I met Servain, I'm not even joking with you guys. When I met Servain, it was like, I want kids. It was like a switch. It was the weirdest thing because I knew he was just on the same level as I was. He wasn't just your and not, listen, I'm not knocking down dads, not at all. So it's just something when I met him, just right away was like, and that's Letitia asked me. She's like, oh, what made you want kids? I'm like, Servain. Like meeting Servain, one of the best fathers I've ever met in my life. Oh my gosh, he's an amazing dad. Like you have no idea. Jamie, the stuff, my mom says it. She's like, you are so blessed with him because he caters to the kids. Like, and I say to the kids, I'm like, you have no idea. Like, I'll give you a given day. Servain works as well. Like, he works from home. So we both work from home and we take team. So now we don't have to. Now we can come into the office. But Servain will set up a theme park outside. I'm like, every day. Like he puts up this big blow up thing. He sets up the thing. He gets the kids and he gets involved with them. Then he'll go biking with them. Then he's that dad that's constantly running. And he's like, then he'll like, you have no idea. He'll set up a theater and then he'll like, the experiences he puts together. I'm like, wow, it's amazing. But that's what I'm saying to you. He's one of the most amazing fathers. Like I can't even emphasize, like God blessed me with an equal partner that is like phenomenal with kids. So why I chose to have kids, that was the shift, right? But I think that had I not met Servain, I wouldn't have had kids. I would have still not had kids because I don't think I would have been able to manage the business, bring it to where it is without Servain being home. Because even when, and I'm going to be honest, I would take them to school, like little Z, I took them to school and I didn't trust the teacher. Just some of the theories they had, I would get to know them and I'm like, oh, I don't. And we've talked about this.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I don't want them because they're with my kids 6 hours a day. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want you to talk to my kid. Don't even associate with my kid. Right. So, and I feel like God blessed me with Servain because Servain is so amazing. Like just even like the way he is with them, like he's so like affectionate, like he's so good to them, right? So that's why for me it's like, you know, and your goals shift. So I didn't have it on my vision board. I did want a girl, so I did have that on my vision board. I'm lying to you, I did, and I had Zendaya. So yeah, so it was a blessing. I thought I literally was going to be a mom of boys. I'm not even joking with you. And I did this. You know when you do this, you're like, you would say it out loud. You're like, it's okay if I have boys. And Zervain's like, clearly I can see through that you want a girl. And I'm like, no, I think I'm supposed to be a mom. And we were driving to get the, because I never waited to find out what I was having. Did you wait to find out what you were having?
No.
Yeah, no. So I wanted to know. So when I was pregnant with Zendaya, I was like, this pregnancy feels different, but I don't know. Like people say that and then you end up having a boy. So when we were driving there, I kept trying to convince myself that I'm okay if I have a boy. If I have a boy, it's all good.
And it would have been okay.
It would have been okay. But I really wanted the girl 100%. I'm not even going to lie to you, because when he said it, and that is another great feeling that I feel before I look at vision boards, is that day when he was like, first of all, he messed with me. He's like, well, do you want to know? Do you want to know? I'm going to see if we have clip of it, because it's just a clip. Like but I screamed so loud that everybody in that building was like, is she okay? When he said it was a girl. But that's what I'm trying to tell you is, you know, when it comes back, let's go back to vision boards. When it comes back to the vision board, it's not just slapping things together. You actually do have to plan, you know, and see what you want, right? And it's easy. Like I can throw anybody off by just saying, what do you want in the next 6 months? You're going to be like, I don't know, I'm just living day to day, man.
Yeah, but I think
good.
the best part of the vision board is that you have the end goal of what you want. So let's say you want a big house.
Yeah.
But now you're going to look at that big house. You're going to get that big house. You want to live in that big house.
100%.
What are the steps that you're going to take to make that happen?
100%.
Right? Because that house is not just going to, here's a house. It doesn't work that way.
No.
But what I think the vision board does is like keeps you on point and on that path to get that house. So
100%.
All right, I need to do more deals.
So Jamie, here's a question. You're always involved with us. You see the crazy stuff we do. Here's my question. Do you do vision boards?
Well, it's not a board per se. I'm weird with that. I'll put pictures of things I want. All around, which it's the same thing. It's not within a board, but I'll have like this house and I'll have this. And
I love it.
Yeah, and it's like all over my office. So when I'm working, I'll look around and I get hit by one thing or I hit by another thing, and it keeps me on track of what I want to do.
That's awesome. Yeah, see, that's the same thing. So, you know, if you want to know anything else or want to know or have any questions regarding vision boards, I wouldn't say I'm an expert on it, but I have done it for a long time. But if you want to make any comments or you want to DM me and ask me about it, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Look us up on Spotify. I keep mentioning this because I'm actually super excited. We're on Spotify. And if you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I was going to say ask if you have any questions again. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. It lets you know when we drop a video. Yeah. So, once I drop a video, you'll totally know. I don't know if we're doing Fridays or Sundays. Like when somebody was asking me.
We're trying things out because, and now the summertime we might change things a little bit because people are now, going on holiday mode and all of that. So we might do like a Friday drop. But again, the best way is to really hit that notification bell.
That's right.
This way you'll know.
Yeah, and to everybody else, thank you so much, for, just supporting me. Like, I can't emphasize how much, like, every time I get up and I think about my team, I feel so blessed. Like, with my Fawn Hill team, with the Hamilton team, I feel like, Stony Creek, everywhere, all my team, they're all over the place. I can't express, I get emotional over this. I can't express how much gratitude I hold for them being with me. And I care so much for each individual that is on my team. But yeah, it's a blessing. Anyways, if you have any questions, DM me. But honestly, just have an awesome day. Do not disturb. What? So annoying. No, I'm kidding. Don't put that in. I looked horrible that one day. You're so annoying. You put in one video, I was like...
That's the best one.
Messi. Messy hair, don't care. Messy hair, don't care. Oh, here we go. He's annoying. I don't resort to violence, but for some strange reason, it take cara. Oh.
I'm not gonna talk about this.
Anna will punch you in the face. Anna!
I've got video evidence.
So you were like, come on, get out of here. What's that on the corner? Is that... Oh, that's with the video. Right there. Right there. Bink, bink. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Joint on a corner where the big boys play.